everybody. Welcome to another episode of Two Hands in a Radio, where we look at inexpensive shortwave radios and other stuff. Probably not everything, but other stuff anyway. Today we've got a duplicate. You're looking at it saying, Two Hands, you've already reviewed this. How dare you repeat a review? Well, I'm not going to review it. I'm just going to play with this one and have some fun. A little while back, I reviewed the Eton, nobody knows, S350DL. Eton is kind of the new owner of Grundig. S350DL, you know, we followed the evolution of everything with the S350, the 350DL, 450DLX, ultimately the Field BT, kind of that whole evolution. All those videos are down yonder. I am not skilled enough to put little clickies here and clickies there for you to press on and go. You have to do a little bit of work. I can put the link down in the description box right next to the link where you can donate to the channel through PayPal, which all that money goes to help purchase radios like this, which everybody thinks everybody else donates, and they don't. So keep that in mind. Anyway, but I can put a link down there to the original review of this, all the technical, highly technical, professional stuff. And today we're just out having fun. Came across this on eBay and I said, holy cow, it is the S350DL in red. If you remember a few weeks ago or months or whatever it was, I looked at the black model. There's two models of it. And I like it enough that I really like the red, and the red's really hard to find. And the price was really good. And it was well under $50. And I said, I'm going to buy this one just because I like red. And it's pretty. As you can see, it is this color of red, and exactly the same as the black model, only red, so we don't have to go through all the technical goo-bah. The one technical thing that I will bring up is the SWLPF switch here that we leave off. I've searched the manual. There is no listing of that switch. Read the manual several times, and there is no listing of said switch. I've searched the internet, and there is no listing of said switch. And I got a comment on the review that said it stands for shortwave low-pass filter. I had read on the internet that if you get into situations of really bad interference or something, you can switch this to kind of quiet things down. And that's the only indication of what that switch is. Except this individual jumped up, and of course, being the professional I am, I forgot to note who that person was, but thank you for that. The shortwave low-pass filter. I did want to point that out. And anyway, I've got it hooked up to our probably 26 foot now. I've got two pieces of wire stretched together. For an antenna, we won't need this too much. Yeah, we will. We'll look at FM a little bit. It has two places on the back, which you can see. The other time it's got wire. You can hook a PAL connector up for the FM. It's got this for everything. So it's got many different ways to power it up. Not power it up, antenna it up. Power it up at dual power, D batteries or AA. I think I covered that in the review also. We don't have to mess with all that. Let's just turn on and just have a little bit of fun. This is a bonus video of fun, hopefully. And I know this is not the sharpest knife in the block. Nobody has to tell me how horrible the radio is and how they would never buy it and all that. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm glad. And I'm glad you don't have my disease that likes to buy every radio known to man and share it with the world. But anyway, this does seem a little softer on the tuning than the black model. The black model was a little stiff. It had me concerned. This one's a little looser, and that's one of the things that I noted. But there is 88.7. Everybody knows, if you've been around long enough, you know that's kind of my benchmark for FM radio. I don't know, 5,000 watts out of Indy, I think, or something. South Central Indiana here. Overcast, not much wind. Just some great music there. And so let's just piddle around quickly. I think I used 2 hands on the last one too. 93.1, so that'll be talk.
And some of it masquerading as legal entry. I actually was having this conversation with a friend of mine who.
Let's do 98.1, I think, talk.
Statements have not been invited.
I really, out of the S350 or the 350DL, I prefer this audio by a smidgen. Smidgen is another highly technical term. It's just a little deeper bass, even though the bass and the treble are all wound up as tight as they'll go. It's just a little more enjoyable. But the S350, I would put that up against some of the C Crane stuff out there. Just me, just old 2 hands, just saying. I don't own, well, I own the CC Radio SW. Not all that impressed with it. It's okay. But that's old. You know, all of this stuff is old, so it could just be a flaky model. But my land, that medium wave on that 350 is stellar. And anyway, I digress. Audio-wise, I prefer the 350DL.
At 1010WCSI.com.
Of course, you can just wind it up as loud as you can go. I've yet to run out of battery power on the black model. I've had it for quite a while, and it just keeps right on rolling. Oh, I dig this channel too. Okay, that's good enough. So let's go over to also, Chuck told me that you may need to set things into narrow instead of wide. So we'll play around with that too for just a little bit. Winder on down here. I do like the way that turns. I don't like the wobble in the knob. Another highly technical term, wobble in the knob. And you know, if your knob wobbles, it could be, you may need medical attention if your knob wobbles. Just saying. Oh God, I'm in trouble. At 8 minutes into it, and I'm already in trouble. And I know we should turn and rotate and all that stuff. We can put this up because we use the other for the shortwave end of it.
Another year toward the
And that may be the best place for it. I don't know if you can hear that or not. The primary location out at the office with the big barn in the background over there, the red barn that would have gone nicely with this red radio, is half underwater. So we had some rain.
If you're transitioning to Medicare,
All righty. Yeah, I don't think I'll transition. God. Oh, you don't know what I'm coming up with anymore. That's WLW out of Cincinnati. Always a good station. I'll try to go a little faster so I don't put everybody to sleep with some hour-long dissertation. You can hear some of the things that I pass up. gosh, this is good on medium wave. During the day, it's not 2 o'clock in the afternoon yet.
It's a very common reaction. The answer.
It's our local station.
So when we send over the American Health Care Act,
It's our local thing. 1070 is Indianapolis.
If you're gonna blame, I don't know.
Good.
Blame.
Gosh.
I mean, what do you blame? That the country's the greatest country on earth? We just walked in. So, I mean, you know, but
1070 out of Indianapolis. God, that's coming in good. 1390 will be the next one that I really want to see.
we never had a majority in.
Yeah, you did. Well, I'm talking to the radio. I'm talking to the programs.
Is there any reason we're not?
And I'm not just trying to.
Other faith communities, other community groups that see what's happening here. And
I'm trying to get to 1390, but I keep hitting channels.
Can you show us something?
And we can't stay there because music all the time. Oh, man. What a great radio.
Are you there, Dahlia?
And also, I have to say, that disclaimer for people that are new to all this, your mileage will vary. Your location, your type of surroundings, your elevation, location, surroundings, whatever's around you interference-wise, everything changes. I try to find 2 locations where there is absolutely nothing out here. I've got a little bit of elevation higher than where my house is, and as little interference as I can possibly get. So your mileage will vary, and your mileage will also vary if you pick one of these up, because we're going back a few years. And it can be, that's why I don't rate these things, is because this is going to behave differently than the black model. And the black model will behave differently than another black model, and so on and so forth. Somebody also asked, why does it say Eton, whatever, and I have one that says Grundig. Well, I believe, and here again, I believe that the Eton model is made for the U.S. and the Grundig model is made for Europe. I don't know. Don't kill the messenger. That's all I can say. That's what I've heard. So, with that, let's move on. A little shortwave action. Tuner down here as low as we can get. It's really got good coverage. I mean, a good range, shortwave range. The whole thing. Don't know if we'll find anything way down here. And you say 2 hands, why are you using 2 hands? And it's just easier for me to reach around the camera instead of going like this all the time and then you don't see anything. If I do this, I kind of keep my hand out of the way so you can kind of see where things are at. But I also don't apply a lot of pressure to that. I'm kind of making sure that I don't break that tuning knob off for any reason at all. It does have fine tuning that we can go along if we want. I'm picking a little faster just because I'm trying to record things. And we'll really stop at 5 megahertz and see if there's anything there. Very doubtful. There's wide, narrow. Not, it's just too early right now. I don't know. Oh, I heard somebody.
it also does commercial buildings, from large factories and shopping malls.
Okay, this one doesn't seem to have that problem that
Your free estimate on
wide and narrow would wipe it out. And you can even hear the interference I have right now. A lot of crazy shit is what I have right now. Alrighty. Here's the amateur radio stuff. Doesn't have single sideband, sorry. So we can't listen in on that, but you know, for the price.
Canada, UTC.
Oops, I better not poke fun at that. That's poking the bear. CHU Canada. Oh, the cough button. Let's just wind down here quickly. I like to start down at the bottom with this one. I know, it's crazy. Should get a little more life out of things now. Clock's not right on this because I really don't care. If the clock's not right, there's probably a good chance the alarm won't work, so that's the way I leave it. I think I've told the story before where I've had... All right. Sounds good to me. I've had three different radios in one night go off. The alarms were just randomly mishmashed, and that made me a believer in taking the batteries out at night. I know I'm going a little fast. There again, 16 minutes into it, I'm going to move with a purpose.
What country the prophet said was from the north? The same country. Out of the north, they're coming.
Okay, yeah, a lot of... That's fun to listen to, even if you don't speak the language. It's fun to listen. They get really wound up and excited, and it's kind of interesting to listen to. I'm just strange that way. Dancing fingers. Like I said, this is before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's 10 megahertz. Let's look at 99.55. Nothing there. Okay. That's just booming in. Absolutely amazing. What would we do without WWV? We would not do as well, I don't think. There's something down in there. Something there, strong. I have no idea, but it's cool. Who does that? That's somebody. I don't know who that. I don't know who that is. I have respect for them and not turn it off in the middle of their song. Somebody's national anthem, and I'll get 400 comments as to what it is. Oh, it's a happy life. Somebody's got to do it. Most normal people would crack under such pressure. Yeah. Going a little faster just because I am watching the clock, trust me. Yeah, that was hideous. Something there. I don't know if we can get to 15. That's going to be amateur radio stuff. I don't like the term ham radio. I'm a ham. I don't like ham to begin with. I'm the only person that does not like ham. Why can't I be a turkey? Why can't I be a chicken? Why do I have to be a ham? So I like amateur radio. Call it what it is. But that's been around for a little longer than I've been alive. So I guess I can't argue.
WRMI, Okeechobee.
Okeechobee.
With suggestions to fb@suprememastertv.com.
Well, alrighty. See, you say there's nothing on. There's stuff on. Tell me there's nothing on shortwave. How many channels have we hit? Nothing else. And there's 15.
Radio station WWV, 2000 East County Road 50.
And that's the interesting thing about this. Oh, there's nothing on shortwave. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff on shortwave. You're just closed-minded. Have fun in the search, not what you find. Have fun in have fun in the journey, not the destination. The journey is the search through all this stuff and to listen to what's there and just maybe you understand their language, maybe you don't. I think it's fascinating no matter what. Just me. Just an opinion, which we are rapidly being denied of. Another opinion. Well, that came in really well.
Fortunate and blessed are we to be co-inhabitants with the amazing animals that grace and color our planet.
Cool. That's cool. And I could go through and I could look up every station and just, oh my gosh, nah, just relax. You enjoy what you're hearing. This is more of a just showing the radio off of what it can do versus trying to identify everything on the planet. Oh, that's just calm, isn't it?
Be like without our fun and intelligent animal friends.
We would be nothing.
We could not imagine it. Thanks be to the Providence for all the
What would our world be like without all the critters? Huh. I think it's getting pretty close to about done. Let's go to 3 and we're gonna ramble through this one fairly quickly. You know how that goes. Back to where we left off there. Oh, there's, that is FT8 there. Yeah. That's actually interesting. Let's do it. It'll put you to sleep. Just that warble of a digital signal. Most people think it's junk, but it's actually something. Kind of neat, kind of cool. I'm kind of into FT8 anymore. I don't think I'm expert enough to talk about it, but I kind of like it.
Talking about a spiritual race that we can run without legs. Walking, keep walking in the Lord, keep stepping in the light, take the next step and don't stop. Take that next
about stepping in the something. Anyway.
We are
I always step in.
It's a life of moving forward and the
That's probably pretty close to it until we get into the CB range stuff. Right in through here. Somebody there. Let's just go. Oh, yeah. Come on, talk. Yeah, there's somebody.
Man, when I tell them I want a GT on them now, 14.
So that's our wonderful CB. So we've got it all today. We've got shortwave, we've got CB. Just ain't any better than that. I think we just pittered out to the end of everything. How cool is that? Actually, that clock's pretty close, really. And, how neat is that? I absolutely dig this color. This red is just gorgeous. I mean, it is this color, red. And really, really like it. I really like the 350, both 350 models. Really like that really well. So anyway, that's all I got today. Just kind of a bonus. Here you go. Do a little band scan and take a look at this thing again, and yeah, it's just kind of cool. That's all I got. Hope you have a good weekend. I got a ham fest I'm going to tomorrow. Thumbs up. No money, but I'm going to a ham fest anyway. Those are always fun. And what else is happening? Got some neat stuff coming up that I can't talk about because you haven't seen the video yet. But I guarantee coming up is an absolute showstopper. The radio that I would put up against almost any other radio. Uh-oh. Two Hands is throwing down a pretty mighty gauntlet there, huh? It's one that nobody talks about, hard to find, and the performance is absolutely beyond stellar. How's that for a teaser to get you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and share with all your friends? And have a good weekend. If you can find one of these under 50 bucks, I would say buy. I am very, very impressed with these. Beyond impressed. Performance-wise, not the best on earth, but it did pretty good. So, with that, have a good day. We'll see you at the next review.